Our love story didn't begin like a movie.
Cali and I met 6 years ago in 2014 at her very first show in Nashville.
We weren't lost without each other. We knew who we were. We were living normal lives.
She didn't talk to me at first. I don't think she could even say hi.
Cali, I think back to 6 years ago when we first met, how I only had the courage to mumble the word hi. Today, you probably wish that was still the case, yet here we stand, hand in hand, ready to commit the rest of our lives to one another.
I wasn't looking for romance when I called you to talk. You were off at Mardi Gras, but you picked up the phone, and I felt like I could talk to you about anything. It took me a while, but I finally understood. When you said you cared, you meant it.
I couldn't have dreamt of a better partner if I tried. You have shown me to live authentically as myself and how I don't have to hide anything. The thing I'm looking forward to the most today is just to be able to marry my best friend.
Someone once said, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage.
I knew for sure she was the one while I was on The Voice, and we had like this super great moment after I dedicated a song to her. And she was like, you know, whatever happens, we did something good for people, especially in our community, so they can see it and know that they can be themselves just like us. And I just was like, I'm gonna marry this girl. She's perfect.
I always thought I was living boldly in my own truth, but it wasn't until I got the opportunity to love you that I really felt the fire in my belly to fight.
You have shown me to live authentically as myself and how I don't have to hide anything. You are patient with me on my worst days. You love me on the days I can't love myself. You're my best friend, my partner in crime, and the love of my life.
I will unapologetically fight for you. We've been tested, we've cried, laughed, and bickered.
From this day forward, I promise to love you a lot more and myself a little less. I promise to stand by you when times are both good and bad. I promise to continue being your biggest cheerleader, and I promise to continue to push you outside of your comfort zone.
I eat cereal way too loud, and that drives you nuts. But our life together is something I wouldn't change. You're someone I never expected, but I'm so grateful to have stumbled upon this incredibly beautiful person standing in front of me.
I promise to kill all the spiders for you. I promise to continue to watch movies with you and fall asleep in them. I promise to close all the cabinet doors when you forget. I promise to make sure your head doesn't get too big. I look forward to having many more adventures together, adding more dogs to our household, and everything with you. Most importantly, I promise to always remember this isn't fish love.
We're all here today to celebrate the relationship of Gracie and Cali and be witnesses and supporters of the commitment that they share with one another. Gracie, do you take Cali to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part? And Cali, do you take Gracie to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to one another always.
I give you this ring as a sign of our love for one another and commitment. Always. And I forgot.
Cali, I give you this ring as a sign of our love and commitment to each other, always.
By the power vested in me by the state of Tennessee, I now pronounce you married. Y'all know what to do. Woo! I'm pleased to present Gracie and Cali.
I am so excited to just celebrate with my friends, and they're just like a bunch of family. Her brothers are here, and I'm just really excited to celebrate our love with an intimate amount of people and, you know, just be together.
To only say they were a perfect couple would really be an injustice to their relationship. I've watched how they continuously love and support each other. From Cali's journey on The Voice to planning a wedding in the middle of a pandemic, they've always supported each other. So in December of last year, Cali called me and she asked me how I felt about marriage. I told her she wasn't really my type, and I was already engaged at the she loved Gracie and that she was ready to make it official. As excited as I was, I will never forgive Cali for needing to keep that secret for so long. And now here we are on November 1st, celebrating your marriage. I wish you two all the love and happiness in the world. So, cheers to Cali and Gracie.
Touches my foolish heart. Yes, I love you. And the way you look. Callie and Max and I, among a bunch of others, were a part of a show called Voice. We found a love playing this game called Super Smash Bros. And for whatever reason, Max, whenever he was like frustrated with this character, would be like, do the move. And it became our little tagline. We make it to the end of the blind auditions. And then Gracie called us on the third day and was like, hey, Callie's kind of having a rough time. Could you give her a call, give her some encouragement? She's freaking out and she's thinking about just calling it. So the movie was swooped in and we encouraged her to, quote, do the move. And she got through it. That was something that was so important to her. It was really high stakes. But not even remotely as high of stakes as getting married. You stuck with it and you knew unwaveringly that Gracie was your person. And it's been beautiful to watch. And damn it, you did the move. Cali and Gracie.
I promise to love you unconditionally, to tend to your heart with patience for the rest of my days on this earth.
I love you, and here's to forever.